Okay, so this right over here, this is the thyroid body type. That's what we're going to be discussing in this segment. I'm going to cover the characteristics, like the actual physical features of the thyroid body, how it looks and how fat is stored in about 2 minutes. But right now what I want to cover is the thyroid gland and what happens to a person symptomatically when that gland is not working right. So first off, the thyroid gland is shaped like a bow tie. It sits right here, which is right under the Adam's apple in a guy, same place in a female. I'd like all of you who's watching this video to go ahead and grab your thyroid gland right now. So just grab it, it's right there. If you don't have one, reach out and grab someone else's. You gotta ask them first though. So the thyroid gland controls all connections to metabolism, and metabolism is defined as the speed and rate at which you burn fat and energy. Now, anybody watching this take biology in high school? If you have, what's the name of the structure that's inside the cell that helps the cell make energy? It's the structure inside the cell that helps the cell make energy. It's called the mitochondria. That's right. So now remember, the mitochondria makes energy for the cells, makes energy for the body, and the thyroid controls the size and the number of mitochondria. So how many of you watching this right now feel like you don't have enough mitochondria? Yeah, I think I'm going to start bottling this stuff and selling it. So remember, the thyroid gland controls how well your body converts food into energy. It does this through the mitochondria. When the connection from the thyroid gland to the mitochondria doesn't occur, you don't burn the fuel or food as well. Instead, you get lots of stored or potential energy. So what's another name for potential energy? Fat. How many of you, by a show of hands, feel like you have too much potential energy? Yeah. Okay, I think we should get t-shirts made that say it's not fat, it's just potential energy. Now, how many of you realize this? Fat cells have no limit to the size they can get. Right? Other parts of the body, they stop growing, but fat cells, lovely fat cells, they keep growing and growing. Now, things that the thyroid gland controls, one of the main things is mental thought. So when the thyroid's not working well, this can show up as forgetfulness. You know, as talking to someone and they kind of have that like checked out look, that glazed over look, probably how some of you are looking right now watching this video. Anybody know anybody like this that has these type of symptoms? Now, one of the main cravings you see with the thyroid gland is carbohydrates. So a person with a weak thyroid, they love carbs. They like pasta, they like bread, they like sweets, they like danishes, they like pastries, they like cookies, they like cakes. They love the sugar, right? So that's their big craving. It's the carbohydrate or sugar cravings. Now, other things controlled by the thyroid gland are cholesterol metabolism. So when thyroid hormone is low, your cholesterol actually goes high. Thyroid hormone is low, your cholesterol goes high. There's many patients we see that come into the clinic and they're on statin medications or other cholesterol lowering medications, and when we check them out, we find their thyroid is not functioning as well as it's supposed to. So once we get them on the correct diet, or I don't want to say diet, the correct eating program and the correct exercise program and the correct nutritional supplements to support their body's ability to heal that thyroid, and that thyroid starts to turn around and become healthy, you see the cholesterol levels just come down and down and down. The other thing that the thyroid plays a big part in is vitamin usage. So if any of you are watching this, raise your hand if you've taken vitamins before in the past but never really saw a big improvement when you were taking them. I wouldn't know if you're raising your hand or not. But if this has happened to you, a lot of times this is connected to the thyroid. I had a patient once, her name was Joy, and she was a joy to work with. And Joy came to me and she said, Dr. Rob, before I really get started, I want you to take a look at my supplements, at the supplements I'm taking. And I said, absolutely, Joy, I do that for a lot of patients. Just bring it in on your next visit and I'll go over it with you. So Joy comes in on her next visit. And Joy has a duffel bag with her. So I sit down with Joy and I asked Joy, Joy, are you going anywhere? She said, no. I said, you sure you're not planning a trip, a vacation somewhere? She said, no, not at all. I said, what are you doing with the duffel bag? And she said, I told you I was bringing in my supplements. I said, okay, well, let's take a look at them. And Joy opened up her supplement bag, and this was a big supplement bag. I mean, really large. And she had probably $600-700 worth of nutritional supplements in there. And I asked her, I said, Joy, do you take all of those? And she said, well, no, not all at one time. And I said, well, Joy, that's good that you don't take them all at one time. I go, but you've taken all of them. And she goes, yeah. I go, why? Why do you take so many nutritional supplements? She goes, Dr. Rob, I don't feel well. And I figure if I just take everything, something's got to work. I go, Joy, look, So it's probably not going to say on your tombstone, death from vitamin C overdose. Okay, it's probably not the way you're going to go out. But the truth is, by taking all these nutritional products that your body doesn't need, you can cause other problems. So many times when you have a patient that are trying all these different nutritional supplements and tried all these other programs, you look to the thyroid, you help support the body's ability to heal the thyroid, and all of a sudden the duffel bag of supplements becomes 3 or 4 or 2 products, something along those lines. Now, just as a side note, what was the first vitamin ever discovered? A lot of people, they say vitamin C. It's actually not vitamin C. It's vitamin A. That's the first one. So what would be the second? Vitamin B, yeah, then C, then D. That's right. The other things controlled by the thyroid, blood flow to the skin. So a lot of times we'll see dry skin in the thyroid case. We'll see hair loss where the hair itself is falling out, not where they're going bald, but there's more hair in the brush, there's more hair in the sink, there's more hair in the drain. The nails, they can get rigid, they can get these vertical ridges in them, and they can also get very brittle. So take a look at your nails, see if you have these vertical lines or vertical ridges in them. You'll see that a lot of times with thyroid cases. The thyroid case can get excessively sleepy. They can get fatigued where they just feel exhausted all the time despite how much they sleep. They might sleep 6, 7, 8, 9 hours but still be tired. Females with thyroid issues will have menstrual problems. Their hands or feet will be cold. Even during the summer, they'll need to wear socks to bed. And if you don't know if your feet are cold, ask your spouse. I promise they know if your feet are cold. Their sex drive will be decreased. And the thyroid gland controls in part how well the intestines work. So many times there's a slowing of the intestinal tract or a constipation. And this here is the thyroid body type. You see with the thyroid body type, weight distributed all over the body. You see there's larger calves and ankles. There's not a clear definition here between the calf and ankle. One patient told me they were called cankles, okay? So the thyroid case is cankles. They also have what are called bat wings, which is extra fat or material that tends to wiggle or jiggle underneath the arm. They have thin hair. They lose usually the outer 1/3 of the eyebrow, or the eyebrow itself starts to become thin. And that is the thyroid case. And many thyroid patients will think that what they need to do is diet more and exercise more, and that's going to handle all their weight problems. But how many of you have realized that's not entirely true? Some people diet and exercise and lose weight, then they put it back on. Other people, it barely comes off. And one of the reasons why is because it's a bit of a myth that diet and exercise burn fat. It's not exactly true. What's true is diet and exercise stimulate the glands in your body to make fat-burning hormone. It's the fat-burning hormone that tells the cells to burn fat, and then you burn fat. So if your glands in your body are damaged or weak, if the thyroid's damaged or weak, or your pituitary or hypothalamus or ovaries are damaged or weak and can't make the right amount of fat-burning hormone, then no matter how much you diet, no matter how much you exercise, the weight just does not come off the body. So many people feel like, man, if I could just get this weight off, I'd be healthy. The truth is, if they just got their body healthy, if they got on the right program of diet, or I don't want to say diet, the right eating program, the right exercise program, the right nutritional supplement program for them, and healed their body, then the weight comes off. It's actually get healthy, lose weight, not lose weight, get healthy. It's the opposite. So what we do when a patient comes in our clinic, or when we're seeing a patient from far away, because we see patients that live all over America and even in other parts of the world, have patients in Nigeria, England, Mexico. So what we do is we send them out lab kits, and they do the tests at home. And the labs then come back to us, and the labs help us determine the correct eating program, the correct nutritional supplements, the correct exercise program. There's different exercises that work better for different body types. So what I'd like you guys to do is, my purpose here is to help you, and I want you to go to my website. It's www.alternacarienc.com, and I want you to fill out the health survey that's on there. It's a 254-question survey that helps us pinpoint what could be wrong with your body and what might be stopping you from being able to lose the weight and have the energy and vitality that you want to have. So go out to the website, fill out the survey. When you're done, it gets mailed over to us securely. It gets emailed to us securely. So just like if you were going to do a credit card transaction, it's that level of security. And then we look at it. And then if you'd like, we can call you and we can do a complimentary consultation. There's no charge for it. And we'll sit down and we'll discuss with you the different alternatives, the things that we might be able to do to help your body regain its health and wellness. And we can make recommendations from there. So go to our website, alternacarienc.com, fill out the survey. It was great to talk to you today. Listen to the rest of my little blips here on YouTube because they're good. We talk about other glands in the body too. Thanks. Have a great one.